Let's talk about the weirdest things animals do when they get high. Number 4. Cat. If you've ever owned a cat, you've probably seen what catnip can do. One sniff, and a respectable cat may start rubbing its face on the floor, rolling onto its back, grabbing the nearest toy, and hammering it with both back feet. Some cats race around. Others simply melt into the carpet, but not every cat falls for it. About 30% don't respond to catnip at all. They're born that way. So if your cat gives it one sniff and walks away, don't worry. Catnip contains nepentolactone, a volatile chemical that triggers the response when cats smell it. So cats don't need to eat it to get the effect. But that doesn't stop them from licking, biting, and tearing the leaves apart. The performance usually lasts around 5 to 15 minutes, and the come down can happen fast. One moment the cat is rolling across the floor and attacking its toy, and the next it stands up, walks away, and acts as if none of it happened. If you put catnip right back in front of it during this temporary cool down, it may not react at all. By the way, catnip doesn't only work on house cats, it can also produce the same reaction in big cats, such as lions, leopards, jaguars, and snow leopards. Number 3. Wallaby. In Tasmania, Australia, farmers sometimes find mysterious circles in the fields. The plants are pressed neatly flat, as if something has been wandering around the same patch over and over. I know what you're probably thinking. Aren't crop circles supposed to be left by aliens? What do wallabies have to do with the ones here? It starts when wallabies enter the fields and begin eating the crop. These are not ordinary fields. Tasmania is one of the world's largest producers of legally grown opium poppies. The crop is kept under strict government control. It contains narcotic compounds used in medicines such as morphine and codeine, and wallabies are common in Tasmania, and some wander into the fields and begin eating the poppies. The poppies may look like an easy meal, but before long, the chemicals begin to take effect. After eating the poppies, the wallabies become disoriented, lose their sense of direction, struggle to hop normally, and wander repeatedly through the same parts of the field. Some keep moving until they become exhausted and collapse among the damaged plants. By morning, they've left behind Tasmania's strangest crop circles, not made by aliens, but by wallabies under the influence of opium poppies. Number 2. Dog. In Northern Australia, some dogs have picked up a strange habit. Their owners sometimes see them disappear into the backyard, then return a few minutes later drooling uncontrollably, stumbling around, and staring blankly ahead. This usually happens after the dog finds a cane toad. The dog may then lick the toad or pick it up and move it around in its mouth. Feeling threatened, the cane toad releases a milky white toxin from glands behind its eyes. The toxin has hallucinogenic effects, but it can also interfere with the heart and nervous system. Too much of it can cause vomiting, tremors, seizures, and even death. You'd expect most dogs to stay away from cane toads after such an experience, but some do the opposite. Some dogs are taken to the vet after being poisoned, but once they recover, they go looking for cane toads again instead of staying away from them. Their owners try keeping them inside chain link enclosures, but the dogs still reach a paw through the wire, pull a toad closer, and start licking it. Vets have even treated the same dogs several times in a single year. So I think it's fair to say these dogs have become repeat offenders because they're addicted to the toxin. Number 1. Red-fronted brown lemurs. Red-fronted brown lemurs live in groups in the forests of Madagascar. They love fruit, leaves, and flowers best. But when the seasons change, insects and other invertebrates start turning up in their meals, including giant millipedes. But the catch is that the moment a giant millipede feels threatened, it releases a toxic orange secretion. When a lemur picks one up, it puts one end into its mouth and begins to chew. The biting triggers that chemical defense, and the toxin entering the lemur's mouth causes it to salivate heavily. Soon, it starts foaming at the mouth, but that doesn't make it stop. It keeps turning the millipede over with both hands, mixing the toxin with its saliva. The lemur then rolls the millipede between its hands or across its belly and rubs the foamy mixture into its tail and around its rear and genital area. This can continue for 5 or 6 minutes, and as the chemicals take effect, the lemur begins to look high, relaxed, dazed, and slightly out of it. But it isn't finished yet. Some lemurs even gather more millipedes and repeat the routine until their tails and entire lower bodies are soaked with a mixture of saliva and toxin. Then, they eat the millipedes. Some scientists believe the secretions may help ward off parasites when rubbed onto the body and swallowed. But after seeing how dazed these lemurs become, you would have a hard time believing they aren't also doing it to get high. Thank you for watching my video, and as always, I love you guys.